Hey, Bolo buddies. Thanks for watching. All right, you guys, this is a part two of Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle's Big Money Bolos. She is a Bolo finder. She sells the weird, the most unexpected items. Huge shout out to Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle. Please go follow her on YouTube if you want to learn about Bolo items and how to find them, how to research them. She has Let's Talk About It videos where she goes live and talks about these things, and you will definitely learn a lot from her. She's been reselling a long time and she has a lot of knowledge. And I just want to thank her for taking the time to send me the information on these bolos because it does take time to look up everything. She's going to tell me where she got it, what she paid for it, and what it sold for. And Noelle is usually a little bit of a story time teller. So it makes the video a little more interesting. So let's see what she has to say about these embossed Heart Horse harness buckle shield covers post Civil War era. And she also has great photos. Oh, looky here. She found it. See, she does the research. She does the research. And a lot of people don't. I'm one of them. I don't have time. But she will take the time and she will get more for her items because she does it. She said, just check out picture number 3. I have been doing a lot of this because I am so sick and tired of people not knowing what they are listing and just copying other people who didn't know. And before you know it, there is a tonnage of misinformation floating around on vintage and antique items. And honestly, it makes me sick to my stomach. It doesn't take that long to do the research. Woo! Okay, paid $1.50 for these on the last day of an estate sale. Took an offer of 80 and they were all in for $83.35. I listed these on the 29th of October and they sold on the 15th of December. Okay, so what is she talking about? So she's talking about people doing self-similar. She's talking about me. She's talking about me. Okay, so what I will say is when I do self-similar, sometimes if there's dates and different things like that, and I don't go and verify it, I'll just remove that date. Like if somebody says a brooch is from the 60s, I just remove it and put vintage because I don't want to give out misinformation. So I think that's kind of what she's talking about here is people that label things wrong, um, wrong era, different things like this. So if that's you, be careful because a lot of people are wrong when they post their information. They're doing self-similar. They're going off of somebody who is just assuming that something is something or they think they know something. She actually found the information on this buckle. So we know that her information is correct. But with that being said, do your research if you're going to put dates and specialty information in your title. Don't just go off of what somebody else is saying. That's basically what she's saying. You got to be careful. That's like when I say sterling silver 925, anything that's marked, test it to make sure because there's a lot of fakes out there. So you have to be a little bit on top of things, right? All right, the next one is this Laurel Birch Jungle Cat brooch. Yes, I love Laurel Birch. And I find a lot of Laurel Birch and I sell it over in my Whatnot shows. And Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle is also on Whatnot and she's starting to have shows again. She did an ephemera show yesterday. So make sure you check her out because she's got good vintage stuff. Bolo Buddies referral link down below. That's my referral link for Whatnot. You can join with my referral link and get $15 to shop. And you can use that $15 to shop with Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle if you want. Or with me, whatever, wherever you want to use it. It's yours to use as you wish. But use it if you join it. That way you get that $15 to shop. So my other referral links are down there too for things that I use for my business. So be sure to check those out. And she said, I went to an amazing estate sale in April last year and it was on a super steep hillside and 10 really weird, a really weird bridge to get to the house. And a lot of people just couldn't navigate it, which was good for me. I didn't look at the jewelry when I first got there because there were so many people on the deck waiting to pay. It was crazy. When I came out to make a pile, I saw the jewelry only had one person looking at it. So I zoomed in. Oh my goodness. The pure amount of Laurel Birch was stunning. I can only imagine what was there before I got there. The guy next to me was hemming and hawing over prices. And I looked at the lady and I said, I want every piece of Laurel Birch in the case. I think I got about 50 pieces at about $6 each. I have sold a few, given some to the DIL, daughter-in-law. I had to think about that. And the rest are listed. I sent offers to watchers and this sold for $89.88 and they were all in for $95.13 with positive feedback. Moral of the story here, don't be cheap. Oh, go check out my store out there. There are still about 8 pieces left. And here it is. So they do range. Different ones go for more, but Laurel Birch has her cat line seems to do really well. Busilla. These are felt jeweled sequin ornaments. They sell for big money. They don't look like they would, but they do. Some go for more than others. Noelle will teach you about this on her YouTube channel. Go check it out. Let's see. Fire right here. We've heard it over and over. So all I'm going to say is watch the video on my channel. Handcrafted Christmas Busilla dimensions, Paragon, leewards, and more. Let's talk about it. That's the video title, guys. And I'll teach you a thing or two about these and the other collected brands. I paid 25 cents each in a large purchase. These sold for full asking price of $96.99, and they were all in for $109.81 shipped. The more you know. Yep. I think I learned about these from Farm Girl Scavenger Noel, and I've sold them. I've found some good ones. Antique 1900s photo album. Adelaide, Ward, Chauncey, Scott, friends, relatives. That must be names. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Look at that from the 1900s. Huh. That's crazy, right? What does she say? What does she say? She said, 1900s photo album. Isn't this just amazing? The photos of them on the beach, just wow. I happened to be in the right room at the right time when the heirs decided they did not want any of the photos they had been put aside. The crew was dumping them in a huge garbage can, and I was like, no. They let me dig and take what I wanted, and I got a lot. Best thing was there were places and addresses and notes. Anyway, I decided to list this small book altogether because there was a story, a marriage story here. I'm such a pushover. I did pay 50 cents for this, and it sold for full asking of $89.99. They were all in for $103.34 shipped, and I got positive feedback. Lovely album. Highly recommended, 5 stars. I wonder what people do with these. I mean, the people that are spending this kind of money, what they do with them. Does anybody know? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, here's the little mice. Here's some more of the jeweled sequin ornaments. And you guys, look at her photos. They're just fabulous, right? The photo of them on the bench, just wow. Yeah, it's so good. So good. So she used, I think, Photo Room to do this. And then you see, this is the same photo right there. Bam. Put them on a log. Happen to be in the right room. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. Bedtime mice. If this one didn't shock you, if the other one didn't shock you, this one will. Yes, these are Busilla, also from estate sale, 25 cents each, sold for $89.99 plus shipping along with another. Vintage red cardinal. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Cardinal birds, 3 felted jeweled sequined ornaments, which sold for $34.99. So the buyer was all in for $145.77, and after all fees, my earnings was $112.19 minus cost of goods of $2.75. Can't beat that, I'd say. For those of you that don't know, each kit, Busilla Dimensions, has a number. That number at the end of my listing title is the kit number. Helps the buyers research the items. And again, you can check out that video and learn more about what you guys need to know. She said, I put quite a few helpful hints in the description. Buy the weird stuff, then sell it. This one here is a tree skirt. It's vintage from the 50s, handcrafted and unfinished. Okay, different estate sale than the other felt stuff. Paid 25 cents for this as well. It sold for 68, all in $80.94. I found this in the bottom of a box of fabric in a huge craft room that looked like Dorothy had landed in a house in it. But people are lazy and they don't want to get down and dirty. I saw the old vintage felt, and you have any idea about crafters who make these felt items? The newer felt is not the same consistency of wool, so I'm always on the lookout for vintage. I have no problem digging to the bottom of the boxes. It does not make me feel like a bottom feeder. No, wow. Vintage 1960s A&W root beer super Papa Burger gold foil hamburger bags. Hamburger bags, lot of 5. And then she's got 4 more available. So if you guys need some hamburger things, you can find them on Farm Girl Scavenger Noel's eBay. This just makes me giggle. I bought a stack of these and separated them in lots of 5. This is the first that has sold. Price them stupid high because why not? You can always come down on your price, but you can never go back up. Oh, by the way, I got them for free. Go figure. I sold these for a best offer of 25. All in, 32.22 shipped. This was my dad's favorite restaurant to eat as when I was a kid, so it was a happy memory for me. I think I have 4 more lots available if anybody needs some of these. There you go, guys. Vintage 1960s paisley fabric covered psychedelic 3-ring binder. It's a vintage binder. This was so cool. I almost kept it for myself, but what would I do with it? So I sold it, paid $1, sold it for 33 on best offer. These kind of items are what make me happy. Someone had one like it when they were a kid, or I'm sorry, someone had one like this, or they just are wonderful, funky people. I love my job. Yeah, a lot of times when these things sell, somebody's like, "Oh, I had that when I was a teenager. I had that when I was a kid," and they want it. Vintage 1961 Walt Disney's Jiminy Cricket Tall Golden Book. This is a golden book. It is a wipe off color shape. Look, missing the crayons. How cool is that? Excellent used condition. This had a $10 price tag, but after I loaded up, it was in it about 42 cents. Cheaper than the bins. Hey, all you people, keep on ignoring the children's books. I gotcha. I buy them all. This sold for $38.87. I'm sorry, $39.87. They were all in for $53.71 shipped. I love these little finds, and I know you do too. This is Bounce fabric softener. 40 dryer sheets, unopened. Vintage. You guys, seriously? Who buys this stuff? I giggle to myself every time I find things like this, from fabric softener to detergent to soap. Yes, please. Paid $1 happily. This sold for $37.21, and they were all in for $46.44 shipped. Hope they enjoy it, and it still smelled good. Do you think this is a prop? Do you think they're using it? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Vintage 70s to 80s graphic products. Ow, Whoopit, Whoople, Weeple, Googly eyes, fuzzy pom-pom advertising. You guys, what do you think? Why am I not surprised that you would like this one? It's an owl. Hoot, hoot. I love owls. Do I love owls? Look at my owls. This one was made by Seems So Vintage, and I bought it, or no, actually, she sent me that one as a gift. It was a long, long time ago. She sent me that as a gift. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this one here is from Geek Nurse's Treasures. She sent that to me as a gift. People send me owls because I love owls. This one, my husband found me. That one was mine. And I've got my little Bolo Buddy shirt on it. And I do have Bolo Buddies merch, guys. It's down in my description if you're looking for that. And then I also have Bolo Buddies earrings over on my Whatnot. They're cute. And I think I've got them. Do I have them at $5? They're really nice. Lucky Day Living over on Whatnot made them for me, and I bought them from her, and then I sell them on Whatnot. So if you guys are looking for some cute Bolo Buddies merch, they've got my logo on them. Go check those out on Whatnot in the Buy It Now. And she said, this is so funny. I have sold these wonderful Whoopit Weeply Google-eyed amazing things before. For more than this, the branding on them as well as what it is make a huge difference in the price. I paid about 5 cents for this because I bought 2 boxes of them. Now they were small boxes. The ones that personal checkbooks from the bank came in. Oh, okay. But still, I got several different ones of these, and yes, they're listed. Oh, Courtney, there are 2 owls left, just saying. So this sold for full asking price of $29.99, and they were all in for $35.24 shipped. I did ship in a 4x4x4 box because, yes, I used a flat iron curling iron on the ribbon. It's all about the presentation. Yes, tip of the day. Oh my goodness, there is no way I'm getting out an iron. I don't even get out an iron to iron my clothes. I'm one of those people that I have to iron it. I end up donating it. I do not iron. I am not ironing a tag, but Noelle, good job on ironing the tag. If you have small things that need a little attention, dolls, clothes, clothing, etc., ribbons, a flat curling iron is your best friend. You guys have fun with those curling irons, because guess what? I am not going to use a curling iron. No, that would be easier than a real iron, though, I will say. So it is a good tip. Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle on the YouTube. Go check her out. She is fabulous, full of knowledge. You will definitely learn. She sells the weird. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like me to feature your eBay store, just reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook under Bolo Buddies. And I need about 20 to 30 big money bolos or really fun, interesting things that you sold that I could feature. And I will do that. So reach out to me, and thanks for watching.